Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have two haul videos from today. I went estate sailing at two different locations and I got some really good things, some BOLO items. Stay tuned, see what I got. All right, guys, so I went to two estate sales today. I made the mistake of not charging my phone completely before I went out this morning, so I didn't want to burn through the battery recording and then not be able to check comps while I'm at the sales and burn the battery life. So I went to a couple sales. I did happen to run into our good friend Tanya at the first sale. I was coming out, she was coming in. It was kind of funny. She was lost in the neighborhood just like I was because it was kind of a confusing estate sale location. But I wanted to show y'all what I got at that sale. And then after I left that, Tanya knew of one in Dickinson, Texas, I think it was, that was going on, and I'm happy she let me follow her and go to that one because I'll let you know what I got at that one also. I found some really good ephemera. If you're not associated or know of ephemera yet, it's like old paperwork, old photos, etc. But they can go for a lot of money, and I'll show some comps when I get to that point. But I think you'll be excited to see some of the items I got today, and here we go. All right, so everything on this wall right here is what I got at my first sale this morning. And I'm gonna kind of show you what the prices that I paid and then some comps on the screen as I go. All right, so these two are handmade quilts. And I kind of got turned on to them because of Matt at Part-Time Pickers. He's been picking these up regularly and he's been making some really good money. So I took a chance on it. This is a handmade, it's called a lap quilt. And it's in really good quality, and you can see some of the stuff. It was made by a church, I think, for a lady that had passed away. But really quality, you could tell just by the way it was made, and it's, I'm taking a gamble on it. All right, here's another one, handmade quilt. It does have some issue there on the condition, but I only paid $20 for this. I also paid, I think, let me see if the price tag's still on this one. I think I only paid 10. Yeah, I paid 10 on this one. I paid 20, there it is, 20 on this one. And don't ignore quilts, as funny as that sounds. I'll show some comps on what you can get for these types. All right, so these were like placemats, and anything vintage, I always take a peek. They were only asking $1, and there was 8 of them. So for $8, and then I'll show the comps on these. Lady Claire, made in England. So I looked them up, and I will probably get at least $50 for that set of 8 placemats. This, I wasn't even seeing, and I did not even notice until I was ready to actually leave the sale. I was out the door, and then Tanya was filming, and she said, hey, did you see that one? Because I was walking out with this one, which I'm about to show you. And sure enough, I looked it up, and the comps are pretty darn good. And they were only asking $40. I did test it on site to make sure that it worked, and it did. It was working. So for $40, and I think I'll get hopefully at least 140, make a quick $100. These are some bookends, like nautical brass or military brass, made by Baldwin, and they are asking $10. But when I looked them up, I'll show you the comps. I'm thinking I'll get like $40 for them, maybe, for the pair. This is like a crossbody, like nice soft leather fossil purse, I guess. They're asking $10 on it. Really good condition. And the only reason why I knew about this is because the very first time I ran into Tanya ever was at a sale, and she ended up telling me that she bought a couple of these type of fossil purses, and she made really good money on them. So I kind of learned from her on that one. This one is a Accurite digital thermometer. I guess you put this on your hip, and then this is like a probe, and then you can, I don't know, so you cook out or whatever. Try looking at the comps. There's only one available right now, and it's in brand new condition. They're asking $50, but I paid $3. I'm thinking that I'll put it on eBay for $30. These are just a couple books that they were selling for like, I think they were $1 each. And so my plan is, if they're not worth that much, I'll just put them in my booth and, you know, entice people to come into the booth with some interesting books that they can buy. Anything military or NASA, I'll always pick up for $1. This is a Marine mug. No, thought it was cool. This book right here, I paid $3 for. I thought it'd be worth more because it has like some electronic, like you can hear all the presidents and everything else. The comps aren't good on it. That'll go to my antique booth, and I'll sell that for maybe like $10. A huge calculator that works. I'll probably put that in my booth also for like $10. This book will go into the booth. Paid $3. I'll ask like $5 or $10. It's nothing crazy, just booth filler. This one I'll probably eBay. If you look for audiobooks, some of them can be worth a lot of money. This one is worth about $20, and I paid $3, so I will ship that on eBay. And then this, I took a chance on. It was in the garage, and they said that they didn't know much about it, but they were only asking $10 for this thing. To gamble on it, and I looked up the comp. And I'm thinking that even for parts only, I'll be able to sell it for $50 or $60. I'm on the fence whether or not I want to attempt eBaying this thing. I'm probably going to end up putting this in an auction at my local auction. That some of my videos, if you've seen in the most recents, that'll be one of my items. And I might do that for this too, both Singer machines, because they're just too heavy, and getting people to want to pay for the shipping is kind of a long shot. Now this was a freebie, and this was sitting on top of this box, and they assumed that this stuff in here was for that. And so I took it, obviously, because I didn't want to miss out on any paperwork. But this thing's brand new sealed, and it's an Xfinity, I don't know if you can see it, XB6-T, some sort of like router or something. And I just ran the comps on this thing, and there's ones that are selling open box, and mine's sealed, brand new, open box for $150. I'll show the comps. So that was a free to easy $150. I will take that all day. Now, so that's all from my first sale. Here is what I got at my second sale. I'm officially in the book business, guys. They had a big, like, I don't know, 8-foot tall shelf stacked with these books, and they're all like really good quality hardbacks. And they were only asking each, was it $2 each? Here's the price. All of them were priced just like that for $2. And I was kind of feeling out the ladies, and I knew that they didn't want to mess with moving heavy type things. And so I put out an offer. I said, hey, what if I were to buy all the books on all the shelves? And I didn't even bother looking. I just knew that they were a bunch of good quality authors. And hardbacks are pretty good versus softbacks. So the lady came back at me, and she said, because there's a total of 83 books in all of this. So 83 times 2, that would have been 166. And she made an offer for $100 for all the books. And I went ahead and I took the plunge on it. I took it, and she even gave me the bins here. And then I used that leverage to get better pricing on these things. And as funny as this might sound, this is like vintage Garland, bubble gum, like Garland that goes on a Christmas tree. And I don't know where or who told me to look out for like vintage Christmas stuff like this, but somewhere I saw it on one of these YouTube channels, kind of like how you're watching me and learning. And sure enough, I got home, I ran the comps on it, and I'll be able to sell both of these bags. I'll probably get like 40 bucks plus shipping on eBay for that. It's called Vintage Gumball Garland. I'm waiting to show you this one because this is the craziness. Anybody that's in Ephemera, you're gonna love seeing that. Just a second. This vintage mini, it's brand new with tags. It is vintage, and the comp, they were only asking $5 on it, and I'll probably get $25, $30 on that. These are a BOLO item, and another one that I learned recently from Matt at Part-Time Pickers. These were brand new, and they were initially asking $40 for all of these, and they're called crystal something valance, like it goes over a window. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and brand new in package, you could tell. And I will show you all the comps. I think I spent, and I talked him down because I wasn't even seeing this until I was checking out. And when I saw it, I knew exactly what I was looking at. And I asked her if she would do better on price on 40, because sometimes I use it to my advantage and I'm a guy buying like female type stuff and I don't really need it necessarily. And so she came back at me on a price. I offered 20. I said, for 20, I'll take them. And she said 30. And I said, nah, not so much. And then she came down to 25 and I paid it. So 25, and I think that I'll get 125 off of all those. And I'm not sure if I'll lot it up or I'll sell them separately. If I sell them separately, I'll make more money, obviously, but I don't want to keep storing it and wait for years. If you get the right buyer to buy these, they'll probably buy all of them so they all match throughout their house. So that's a good score. A book here, quilts. I don't think I'll put that on eBay. I'll probably put that in my booth, but it was only for $2. The comps are around 10 or 12. This is also a BOLO item. I learned this from Kevin at Commonwealth Picker. This is a Pyrex, and it's a measuring bowl. They were only asking $2 in their kitchen for this, but I'll show the comps. I think I can get 25 to 30 bucks for this thing. And you look for the red lettering and the red markings, and then that handle, see how it's closed off? Some of them are open handle and some of them are like closed. It's called a D handle, I guess. I'll show the comps on that, but that was an easy 25, 30 bucks. Now let's get to this. Y'all are gonna go crazy if y'all like ephemera or if you're into history at all. Let me pull these out and kind of show you. So this estate, apparently the gentleman was in the military, and these are all like from the 1940s, the cases, but we got a bunch of like, see there's military right there with his wife, a ton of like pictures, old pictures, and I'm trying to show them to you. But actually, I'm hoping that there's somebody that's watching this video right now. See, that's like I guarantee that's the military ball for like if he was in the Army or the Marines. Kind of showing you. Oh, he must have been military, like judo or something, taekwondo. Getting his ass beat. All right, there's that. Other military. Here's superintendent's conference, something. So this is all like ephemera. Like there was one here. I'll try to go quicker. See, Japan travel. Guide to. Here's Pearl Island, something. Menu order. Someone took a lot of time to put all these books together. That wasn't even the good one. There's ones that are better. Like, look at this. This is like a leather bound. I don't know what that is. No, it just says Japan, so I'll pull that off. Okay, so like a leather bound, like military embossment. Look at all these photos. I wish they were all military, but it looks like it's family. I'm going fast because there's a lot of pages, and I'm hoping to see some of the ones that were really neat. All right, so I'll start flipping through them. Like, look at this. For railroads, there's a lot of railroad collectors. Japanese National Railways. Horses. What was that? That looked like something. Oh, some hotel, which obviously it's vintage. There's another one. So all these are like Japanese. I don't know if there's a date on them, but Honshu, Japan. All this is all photos. And I mean, I can keep going. This one's like a gold tone book. I think this is the one that had like the Hiroshima something in it. Commemorative of the Peace Treaty, September 1951. Texas Aggies muster. I don't know. There's another military. See if I can find. I'm just flipping through it so y'all can kind of get an idea of all this that I got. Is this the one that had the, I guess not. Wouldn't it be awesome if there was like a Mickey Mantle rookie in one of these? Okay. Let's see here, another one, 1942 to 1949, full, another eagle embossment. All old pictures. Look at that, that's a cannon. That's a picture of something. So y'all that are watching this, if y'all are into ephemera at all, I would love to hear in the comments what you would do if you were me on selling this. Like some of these you could just tell, those are so old, those pictures. Here's another one, photographs. And all these are really nice books, they're like embossed and stuff. But look, I can't even tell you how old some of these photographs are. You could just tell by looking at them there are. Governor. I mean, old school New York, looks like. I mean, even look at the borders of the pictures. Have you ever seen borders of pictures like that? I don't even know what this is. Ford, 1943 Ford plant, it says. So somebody that's into Ford would love that, right? All old pictures. And I didn't even look at all of them. I was just flipping through them because I knew what I had. I knew I was gonna buy it before I even flipped through half of these. I knew I was gonna get everything. Here's somebody's hospital birth certificate. Huh. Okay. Here's something. Officer's course something. 8x10. Some of these are literally falling apart as I open the pages. All right, I'll go quicker. I don't know. Here's Army Corps of Division insignia. So, would y'all agree that this is kind of like a ephemera jackpot? I mean, look at all these, some of these old. I know there's people out there that sell like one single picture and they'll get like $50 or $100 or whatever. And I don't know if I have the time to mess with all that, but if the money's worth it, then by all means, I will become an ephemera collector. Here's another photographs. I mean, look at the embossment of this. Japan. So here's a ship. It says this is the ship on which Warren and Joanne Dorothy sailed to Japan in 1950. So that's after the World War. Domain of the Golden Dragon. Ruler. I don't know what this is. Domain of the Golden Dragon. Ruler of the Iso Meridian. This is from 1950. city map, Kyoto. Here's a railways, something, looks like a card. Here's a military service railway card. I mean, I honestly have no idea what I'm looking at. Some of y'all I'm hoping would know. Here's the Hiroshima. Look at this. It's like a brochure of Hiroshima. And I can't read necessarily Japanese, but here's all more ephemera. I mean, it's substantial here. I mean, I have no idea what... Here's more railroad stuff. All right, so I'm going to cut it off. Y'all get the idea. All of this is available for sale somehow. I don't know if I'm going to put it on eBay, put it up for some sort of auction, sell it locally. If there's any serious collectors out there, send me a private message, and for the right deal, I will sell you all of it. I won't go through it. If it's money, I'd rather someone that's a viewer of mine get a good deal, or get a fair deal, I should say. I'm not going to like give it away, obviously, but time is of essence for me, and I don't know if I have the time to list everything individually, especially when I don't know what I'm looking at necessarily. I just know that there's a lot of money there potentially. So y'all feel free to let me know. But that's what I was dealing with. All of that was at my second sale. All of that from my first sale. Well, hopefully y'all learned a little bit, saw some things that you didn't know that maybe were worth some money. So while you're out going to estate sales, garage sales, auction houses, or whatever, Goodwills, you can find some things that you wouldn't have normally picked up and make some money on it. That's the goal as a community. We're trying to help each other out, grow, and put a little bit of more money into your bank account to have fun with, take vacations, pay the bills, whatever you might need. I appreciate everybody watching. And until the next one, have a good one. Peace.